we're back here, my boy. Oh, what?
Yes, we're back with this rockin' level, Studiopolis.
Yep. And so, so what do you think of Studiopolis is, I guess, sunset view? What do you think of it?
Yeah, it's Encore palette. It's pretty nice. It's very pleasing to the eyes. It's not like too drastically different, but it's still visually appealing.
Yeah, it is. I mean, like, like, see, it's pretty neat to see. I mean, of course, when you're up, when you can see the sunset, it looks nice, but when you can't see, it's like, oh, it's just Studiopolis with a different hue.
Reminds me of like there was like the little bit of the sunset in Sonic Generations when we were playing with Modern Sonic. There was like at the end of the stage, there was that bit of sunset. You could see off the distance at the end of the level.
Oh yeah, that was nice.
Also, I know my first playthrough, I didn't find any special rings. Like, I was so used to, I was in the mindset of, like, I wonder if some rings I usually find are in the same spot, but no.
Man, I was the same way too. I tried, like going places where things were, but I realized, oh, there's bosses. So then I realized, okay, time to explore. And oh boy, I had a good time.
Yeah, the freaking some special. It's like when I replay, replay Encore mode lately. I noticed I had an easier time finding more rings in my second playthrough, so I get the idea of maybe I should look somewhere else. Why that didn't last long.
Yeah, that one was, whew, it was, you see, stage 5 versus like, nah, you gotta lose the first time.
It was like, I think it was like special stage 6 I got my first try. I was like, that was it. It was like really easy. One of the stages I got my first try. I can't remember. I remember 7 took me a few tries, but like either 5 or 6 I got my first try. I was like, wow. So,
Oh wow.
especially after how much 4 gave me so much shit.
Yeah, 4 is just like, say, oh hey, 4's easy, Naz King, 4 is like level 7. It's like, come on guys. But, oh, you see, you get the skills.
Also, I'd say like Studiopolis is like one of my favorite levels in Mania, mainly for its music alone.
Oh, that's cool. I like Studiopolis too, but it's like, yeah, this is, I enjoy it, but I like, what's it? I like that 10 Marner, still, like, third level of Mania.
Really.
Yeah.
Like with that level, when we get to it, it's like it feels like the most Freedom Planet. Like it's a level I would imagine being in Freedom Planet. Like at least with the original color palette, the new palette it got is maybe not as much, but it's still for a final level. It's not bad at all.
I guess so. It's a nice little. I do like the little card, but I kind of wish it was like, I will kind of wish it was like something a little different, but still, it is a nice palette for Titan Monarch.
I wonder if they were trying to emulate Metropolis though with its green.
No. We won't need that zone. That zone needs to stay forgotten.
Hey, the music was awesome in Metropolis Zone. Can't deny that.
Yeah, I like the music, but all the memories, Crust, Slicers,
Astrons.
Those guys.
Personally, I felt like the Shell Crackers were the worst because their hitbox was literally whack.
Oh yeah, I forgot about those guys. So thanks for bringing remind those guys. I forgot about them and remember now. The horrible memories. And those guys are definitely annoying. It's like sometimes, like you said, the hitboxes is pretty wonky to a point where you hit them, but you still took damage. So it's like just gotta avoid them. You can.
Also, the police egg robo here is like a slightly purple.
Yeah, I'm kind of sad. You know, I was kind of hoping that they would change the boss because, like, oh hey, in Encore mode or the new mode we got for you guys, there'll be a little difference in every zone. I was like, yo, new bosses, and I'm like, oh, I know.
Yeah, that's kind of one thing I was thinking like every boss would get at least a major retweak. There's only like one that got a major change.
Yeah, but
Like
sadly, oh, but
it was just like it was that one boss I think for the best. But like I would thought some other bosses would get some kind of additional hard mode version of it or something that changes it up than you usually used to in Mania mode.
yeah, that would be nice. That would be nice, but it's like, I know, but that something that change was in because of the DLC, or just because that free update. I would love to have a boss like like the Green Hill boss would be different. Have it actually go out to the player instead of just going the same pattern, or or different robot have more hits, but then go something faster and test some more friendship. It's like this. It could be nice, but oh well.
Yeah.
That's what we got mods for.
Oh god, it's like we're only in the what? This game's only a year old. We only have we have many years to figure out what people could do with this game.
Yeah, like female tails mod.
Like that one mod where you face all these kind of characters like Woody from Toy Story.
Oh,
That that thing that I forgot what mod it was, but I remember seeing that. It's like what? It's just like they just ripped the mod from the SNES game or the Genesis game. It's just like you replace the egg robot magician.
mm-hmm.
Weird. Also,
Yeah.
in this level, one thing they changed was some of the text you can reveal by like passing by it. Like in the original version, there was stuff like Genesis does or Genesis does. What was it?
Uh,
Welcome to the next level. It's purposely spelled in a weird way, like it was before on marketing. Like right here is door into summer, which is a Knuckles Chaotix callback.
and a great song.
Yes. There's actually one I found in that recent replay of Encore mode. It's Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. It's like I think Christian Whitehead's telling us something that he probably likes Sonic CD.
Or you see Sonic CD 2.
God forbid.
Yo, hey, you look pretty good. Sonic CD 2 in Mania. The ultimate callback.
It's like in this game, we get 2 CD levels. It's like we can clearly tell that he has a freaking hard on for CD more than any other Sonic game.
Yeah, it's like it's like he could have fit the level. I mean, he could have hit Tail Tempest. That level is.
He could have like there was also Quartz Quadrant, but that kind of got merged into Lava Reef Act 2.
Oh yeah.
Which is fine by me. There you go.
See, this our 5th Gyrancer. Oh man. Yeah, I do like Mania. It's like I like how Mania does the idea. What does this little thing where it likes to fuse level ideas or concepts like Prince Guardian 2 is like a mix of Ice Cap and some other level I can't think of.
It actually has some elements of Launch Base.
Oh yes. See, man, Mania is just say, hey, here you go. Here's some good ideas, guys. Enjoy.
Oh, it's right there. It's Toot Toot Sonic Warrior.
Oh man, a good song.
No, it's Toot Toot Sonic Warrior. There you go.
You see, I was here thinking, what else is it? Because I was waiting to hear this jingle, but I didn't hear. It's like, oh, that means letter. And it's like, time to look for the last piece, and oh, guess that's it.
Yep. It would've been nice if you like actually, if you actually revealed that. It would've been like a cool attention to detail for both Door into Summer and Toot Sonic Warrior. If you actually revealed the words, it could have played the actual music track or some remix of it.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been like a nice little piece here. You're like, you know, hey, go down the stage and play this song.
God, I remember getting up here was really annoying in Mania mode. You had to jump on the microphone bad things, like 3 in a row on top of them. If you messed up, you basically screwed, unless you were Tails. Say screw that.
Yeah, that part was annoying. It's like, come on guys, you guys could have like one Batman down a platform. Oh well, you know.
Yeah, this is one ring I found on my own. It's like, I remember in Mania mode being here, it's like, there's just a ring box here. And when I was playing Encore mode, it's like, I wonder if there is. And there was a freaking giant ring in there.
Ready for skill? Get ready. I'm gonna save my best skill in this days.
Yeah, it was. Oh god, damn it.
There you go.
That's where you get for cheating.
No, look. This is a feature built in. They said, hey, go ahead and use it. So I'm using what I've been given. Don't worry. This is not cheating. I promise you.
Yeah, I remember my first playthrough of Mania mode, in this case, with Special Stage 5. I think that one gave me much trouble my first playthrough, and I got that emerald by a glitch that me and Shiny also encountered.
Oh.
It was where if you run into if a UFO was at a certain distance away from you and you take this one turn the right way, for some reason it goes backwards and runs right into you. Because like what the UFO usually does in the special stages, let's say if you actually go backwards, the UFO will purposely go backwards as well to avoid you. So I guess like you tricked it somehow, like the position you were tricked it and made it easier for you to get that one emerald, but they patched that out.
Oh yeah, one thing about this part here, if you play in Sonic and Tails and you have a lightning seal here and you use lightning seal the head before it comes down, game soft locks.
Wait, come again? Also, this is the easiest ring in the entire playthrough.
Yeah, it is. It's like if you play well back then before Mania got out past, if you were to play Sonic and Tails and you had Tails fly up there, then you use like your electric seal to double jump up here, hit the castle before it comes on the screen. The game was soft locked. The flying battery would come by, but Sonic would still be off screen, and the game would just keep going without transitioning into flying battery.
Oh, I've never had that happen to me.
Well, I got a clip for you. I'm gonna show you.
Oh, come on, the same spot too. Come on, man.
I know. Hey, look. See, look. Mike can't handle the high speed acid that is given to him.
But like, I never had that soft lock happen to me before.
Oh, and I'm gonna show you that clip I got. I saved it. It was a interesting little clip.
There was once, I guess just recently with by a YouTuber named goes by Alfred. He actually had a soft lock in Mirage Saloon Act 1. He beat the boss, and for some reason it just wouldn't transition.
Oh wow!
It was just Marty was just flexing forever, and he had to restart the level.
Well, you see, Mania is the best character. He needs to flex. He needs to show the haters he's the best.
He's not Knuckles. He really now flexes muscles.
Hey, you see, who needs Knuckles when you got Mighty? Your boy, the god. Oh man, also Sonic helped me use my seal. He was mad because I got a shield and he lose it. I was so sad.
But you're mighty. I don't think you really need a shield. You are the shield.
I know, but I want my fire. See,
Ah.
so I need my shield. You see, I needed my shield for that. Sign took it away. Once he was hating on my. Hey, see that sign? Easier that Mr. Hishhold.
Also, I guess, what do you think of this palette?
It's okay. It kind of reminds me of this level palette from Time Twisted.
I never played that.
Oh man, but it's kind of similar to this. Like the palette is like a, I guess it's kind of using a future version of the Flying Battery. It's yeah.
Let's see. It's like Flying Battery became more bronze. That's the way I see it.
Or it's rusting. It's like after so many years, 15, man, 20 years.
It's only been a year between. It's only been a year between the Mania and Encore. It's only. I'm not exactly even sure of the time passed between Mania mode and Encore mode.
Oh man, I don't really know here. I'm so lost with this. Who knows? Could have been 50 years since the Black Comet passed.
Oh god damn it! We don't want to bring that back.
Hey, don't you want to be, Edge to the shallow? Bring on the edge and sell the world.
Like, was there ever a way to access this part in Mania mode? Because I knew there were rings in the wall, but like there was no way I could find a way to get actually to that part.
I think this is in Mania mode. I'm not sure. I never really come down here. I always hit the top path and just ran along. So it probably is. Not really sure.
Because I remember times I've messed around debug mode, and I see like this particular you see the grapple things and stuff in the wall like where you were. It's like, how do I get there? And it doesn't really lead to a special ring, unfortunately. Oh, there was if you hit that button up there on the way down, that block passageway leads to a special ring.
Oh wow! I'm now sad that I'm like, oh, what's that? And I'm like, oh. Because
Like if you're Tails or Knuckles, then you can just access the button pretty easily.
I see. Yeah, I saw a glimpse of something and I was like, oh, what was that? And I realized it was Swiss, I guess. Sad.
Because I was just gonna say, it was like, I think that's it was like the ring at the very beginning of the level, and that ring are the only encore version of the stage, I think. Unless is there one down here?
Man, that part is scary because it's like,
no.
It's like, come on guys, come on things, go down side, we'll be crushed, and oh, you're the infinitely, so okay. Oh boy, time to come to everyone's favorite boss,
The trash compactor.
Yo, the best boss. It's all about trash. Sign for trash, man.
Yeah, this is just a joke.
And who needs to wait and do this thing fun?
I never had this thing crush me.
Yo, sing here. Then before being got like a pass to, I guess when Mania first came out, I didn't think this thing could crush you when it was first released. I think it would be like, it'll be this almost like it's gonna crush you, but then it stops halfway. I'm not sure about now if it can crush you.
Not exactly sure.
Oh, time to test it out. So get to it. You gotta test it out, my friend. You gotta see if it can crush you. I believe in you. You got this.
Oh, I don't know what the heck are these things supposed to be.
They are something.
They're giant batteries.
Hey, see, on flying battery. You know, charge up. Oh, and I'm having too much fun here exploring.
It's not Sonic is like, I just want to join in.
Sorry, Sonic, you can't climb. Unlike you,
Ah.
unlike you, I don't chuckle. Oh man, this is fun.
Yeah, this is where Flying Battery basically just turns into Wing Fortress Zone.
Oh man. Oh, that's these. Yo, fun memories of Green Fortress. Yo, coming soon to a mod.
Yeah, I love Sonic 4 Episode 2. I love Sky Fortress. That was a pretty fun level.
Yeah, it was. I actually love the music in Sonic 4, episode 2.
You just barely saved yourself from that spike.
The power of Knuckles. Don't chuckle. You save yourself from spikes.
I think there's only. Oh, that's how. Oh yeah, that's how you're supposed to get them. Or just say fuck you, I'm Knuckles.
Hey, you see, Knuckles, he got his own rules. He does his own thing. He's like, sorry guys, I'm the kid now. Oh man, this like I said, Encore mode is pretty interesting. It has like so many new little shortcuts in this mode. It's like some areas I think, oh, this is new. I'm wearing some this here. It's pretty interesting to see these pop up once in a while.
Yeah, especially it's some like level design changes here and there, and especially the special ring locations that definitely throws you off more than anything. But once you find all the emeralds in one way or another, I think like pretty much the rest of the playthrough is just pretty much what you expect, because you're Super Sonic or whatever super form you are and just blazing through everything.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, because at that point it's pretty much just Mania mode. Once you use super, say, oh, the thing go fast. In this days and but you know, you get a little change of pace. Everything's a little different. You feel nice.
Yeah. Because actually if you actually went to the upper part and went down that particular right passageway, you could that was a way to another special ring.
And all these rings that I keep missing. It's like I think, oh, okay, no rings here because I didn't find a single ring on this ship. Like he said.
You just gotta know where to look, bud.
You see, I did look. I looked very good and didn't find anything. I was very sad. I like finding Barry and if I know rings. Oh man, it's like speed.
The reuse segment of Sonic 3. Oh, saw a ring.
It's okay. Oh, never mind. I got most of them back. So that matters.
Also, that's another thing. Since they got rid of lives in Encore mode, getting a lot of rings seems kind of pointless. The only real use you get now is either just having enough just having rings to live, or have a lot of rings so you can just be super for a longer time. That's basically what the rings are now in Encore mode.
Yeah, essentially, it's almost like the Lost World before they passed it to the rings useful.
Oh God, I remember that shit.
But I'm sad to say, I actually game over in Lost World before the patch twice.
I game overed at least once. It was in Silent Forest.
Yeah.
I remember.
Okay, you saw it right? I had a ring and I died.
It kind of went by so fast.
Oh man, had a ring and said, oh, he got a ring. Just kidding, and you're dead. They took my boy ring. My ray of hope is gone.
He'll be back if you find a box.
curious. What is your least favorite stage in Sonic Mania? Encore or what either Encore and Mania mode? Like what's the least favorite stages?
In Mania mode, I could say without a doubt is Flying Battery. It's literally the stage where every time I get to it, I'm just like, whatever. Like I'm just like, this stage. Like I don't mind it. I don't know why I don't mind in Encore mode. In Encore mode, I gotta think about that. Um, trying to think what the levels. Like Studiopolis is fine. Like the first few levels are fine. Exactly. Press Press Garden is pretty fun. I feel like probably either between Lava Reef or Metallic Madness. Maybe probably more Metallic Madness.
Yeah, some is kind of
Like I loved it in Mania mode. It's just like also it's just probably the palette they chose for Encore mode, the Bad Future palette. It's just not really appealing.
no, it's very ugly. It's just like, come on, guys. Oh,
Oh,
okay.
there's your Ray. There's your Ray.
I already hope.
Oh
Gone.
no!
Oh, he's gone to another place. You see, I am stubborn, so I am going to try again, obviously.
Yeah, this part's a bit finicky because the wind. There's actual wind physics blowing you left.
Yeah.
So trying to stay on that small platform can be a pain.
Yeah, it's like you think, okay, it's just some wind physics. Okay, I got this thing. Realize, oh, it's a little bit stronger than I thought. Say, okay, gang, need to turn on the wind physics. Let me glide. Gonna need Tails for this. Just gonna get my boy Tails. Get him time to shine this game. Mighty.
Yeah, but you have Mighty, so then it doesn't matter. This is, I would say, like, also probably another reason why I don't like Flying Bear. This boss can be, like, there are times where this boss can be really, like, be fine. There are other times where it's just not working for you at all.
Yeah, this boss it's always the worst thing when you come here. It's like, oh no, it's this boss. Time to dread it again. It's like,
Especially, like, this part, like, this, when you have two spiked walls.
yep. It's like, gotta wait now. It's like, come on, game, let me go fast to the boss. I don't want to sit here and wait. Also, I gotta say, dude, this is the first time I ever been on Flying Battery, I was at 9 minutes.
Yeah, like, in Act 1, I thought it was gonna time out, but they, like I said, they removed the timeout in Encore mode, which is really nice.
Oh man.
So you're not as punished when trying to explore levels.
True. Oh.
Or we're just gonna take a sidetrack in the Sonic 2 Game Gear, then we'll get to Press Garden in the next part.
Oh, and you could see Press Garden a minute time. Oh, and this is great.